coming up.
We've never seen a volunteer project come together so quickly and be so effective.
A team of techies says their pandemic-born project has come to an end, but in this case, shutting down a website means better things ahead. We'll talk to the men who helped hundreds of thousands of Washingtonians get their vaccines. Q13 News at 10 starts right now. And on that note, they say all good things must come to an end, and that's exactly what's happening with a website created and run by volunteers from Microsoft, Amazon, and Facebook that helped millions of people get their shots.
And since we first brought you this story, the State Department of Health says this team has become a critical partner, supplying the DOH with 90% of their vaccine data. Q13 News reporter Olivia Lavoie explains.
Just a forest of green. Anywhere there's a human being, there's some green. So there's thousands of appointments available.
Today, getting your COVID shot is pretty easy, but it wasn't like this a few months ago.
I have 80-year-old in-laws, and they just could not figure out how to get their vaccines, so I took over.
A former Microsoft employee, George Hugh, has extensive tech experience. If anyone could find an appointment, it'd seem it would be him. But after spending countless hours on hundreds of sites...
And I said to myself, I know that there's a better way to do this.
And there was.
We can program a bot to go and click all these different retailers and find out whether it's available.
In January, with the help of some techie friends, a bot was designed that would scrape appointment availability data from 1,200 vaccine providers and bring it all to one place.
It was one of the greatest things that had happened to our project.
High school junior Aaron Jaff had also started a project around the same time, determined to help the elderly find appointments. He enlisted his crewmates.
Well, I need the most hardworking people I can get, and they were the obvious choice.
Together, they formed the vaccine crew and hit the sites.
And just click, 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 refresh, refresh, refresh to try and get an appointment. And it was very tedious, but that was the only way to do it. It was so slow-moving that we felt like our impact wasn't that tangible at first.
But then they found CovidWA.com.
It was absolutely a game changer.
CovidWA was so easy to navigate, the vaccine crew's request for help dwindled.
Us kind of like going out of business was a joy to see, because it meant that people were able to do it themselves. It meant that our work was no longer needed, which was the whole point of it.
Now, 4 months after creating CovidWA.com, Hugh shares this same sentiment.
One of our goals was to put ourselves out of business. We said the day that you can walk into your local pharmacy and get an appointment, there won't be any need for us. And that day has come.
Olivia Lavoie, Q13 News.
The website will officially be shut down Friday, but Hugh says their work is not over. They are now looking for volunteers to help them with a couple of COVID-related projects, including something people can have on their phones to serve as proof of vaccination.